Oh, is that how you want to be?
The mirror broke because I threw it down. That's my hand.
Let's go right now. Let's go. Let's go.
A mocha latte.
Hello!
Krampus? Does anyone not know who Krampus is?
Oh my gosh!
This is my 4th year, and the first year that I started teaching theater arts. It was probably a little easier for the students taking it. It was a lot of acting concepts, but we focused on a lot of character development. We didn't really focus on other aspects of theater. Now that we're hitting my 4th year, I've added a lot more units that are more accessible to everybody involved in theater. We try and teach them a little bit of technical stuff, costume stuff, or makeup stuff, and acting stuff within each unit. And we've added things like stage combat, and we've added things like special effects makeup. We've added things like set building. It's really expanded to anyone who is interested in any kind of theater. What we found is that a lot of kids would come in, were really shy about performing, and I didn't want it to be a performance class. It's not a performance-based class. They're kind of graded on how well they improve and how well they participate throughout this stuff. So it becomes an opportunity for someone who might be shy to find other things to do.
Theater arts is my favorite class of the day. Same.
True, I look forward to theater arts every day.
It's the highlight. Right now we are learning how to put together an entire scene, from set making to acting to blocking.
It's really fun. Yeah. And it also deals with like character analysis and stuff.
And we have control of our own scenes, so we can decide what we want to do, which is cool because usually in other classes you don't get a chance to pick how you want to do things.
We did puppets where they had to make little paper puppets. And I thought, these kids are going to think I'm crazy making them make paper bag puppets, but they loved it. And they do that along with the voiceover track that they record. I'm very hands-on with teaching them things, but then there's also a component where they have to work on their own to do stuff. There is an independent aspect to the course, and that is independently they have to work in their groups to get their things together. And then every Friday we do Improv Fridays, and those Improv Fridays are designed to have a class leader who leads the class solely in warm-ups and character development games, and it shows class leadership for them, so they get to control the class and leadership. It shows acting skills that they put together. It shows directing skills and how they put stuff together. And on those days, I sit back with my computer and I evaluate them and I give them some guidance, but that's totally independent on them. I think that they really enjoy Improvisation Fridays because it's Friday and it's kind of a way to blow off steam with some focus. I think they really enjoy stage combat, especially when we break out the swords. I think that the special effects makeup course, when they're making blood and scars and cuts and bruises, something that some of them really enjoy. Some of them really get into the character development. We have kids who, when it's suddenly time for monologues, that is their favorite thing, to do monologues. Voiceover, when they get to write a voiceover script and record it and do funny voices and put it together and use the iPads, they seem to like that a lot. I think they like everything that goes on there. I hope it's everything. I hope they enjoy everything that they do. It's fun. You know, the problem with an elective like theater arts or journalism or digital media or foods or any of those things is really that there's so many courses that kids have to take that they don't always get to take the courses that they want. Theater arts wanes in popularity. There was sometimes that I have 32 kids. I had one year that I had 32 kids in the class, and that was a lot of kids. But it usually hovers around 16 to 20. I think there's 22 in theater arts too for kids that are repeating it, and that's a good solid number because people get enough time to work and people get enough time to act and be seen, and we don't have to cut any of the units down. I think that if you're looking for a class that is going to give you an opportunity to sort of break away from all the, everyday learning of new material, and you want to get that other side of the brain, the more creative side of the brain, is classes like theater arts, it's classes like digital media, it's classes like industrial tech, it's classes like art that give you that opportunity to kind of say, you know what, for one period, for 50 minutes out of the day, I'm going to shut off the thinking part and I'm going to tap into the creative part. And it's not like recess, but it is a lot different than everything else.